A few years ago, I went on a long trip that changed my perspective of life. Before I left, I had always dreamed of studying audio engineering because I was passionate about music and technology. However, when I came back, I found that the program wasn't available in my city, which is Puebla. I was really disappointed because audio engineering was what I really wanted to study. I had devoted my life to. Afterwards, I had to make a decision because it was the pandemic hit. So I really needed and wanted to study something, and I didn't know what else to study. But eventually, I decided to study renewable energy engineering. And honestly, I didn't want to study it because I wasn't really excited about the subject, and the only reason that I decided to study that was because all the news about the petrol that we were listening to because of the pandemic hit. Meanwhile, I knew that I had to get a grip and focus on my studies, so though I couldn't change my situation, I started to working hard, and I even paid a course at Maths to pass my admission exam. And nevertheless, I had doubts about whether I was on the right path. I decided to go for it. Then the day of the examination exam came, and I needed to check it because by checking it, I would know when and where my exam would take place. But when I checked it, I realized, and I was noticed that it wasn't required for me to do my admission exam because there weren't enough students to study that degree. So for that reason, the university decided to cancel the exam for my program, and I can say that I entered to the university just by lucky or just question of fate. I don't know exactly what it was, because after 4 months I decided to quit because, as I mentioned, that wasn't what I really wanted to study. However, I can say that I learned a lot of things, and it helped me to develop some abilities and some skills for my next career, which is English teaching a second language. So now I can say that it wasn't a smart decision at first sight, but then when we look at the big picture, I can say that if I wouldn't have chosen to study that degree, I would not have taken my next decision, which was to study the career that I'm studying now. Therefore, it was a good option, though I didn't see it at the very first moment. So, in my opinion, it was more lucky instead of fate.